What's up, guys, and welcome to August's edition of Gaming with Gold. So we've got some fresh games for August, and to start off the month we've got Darksiders III. Now I've done a video of this for my PS Plus Plays videos, because we got this with PS Plus in September 2019. I can't really remember it. I thought it was okay, nothing too great. So I'm going to try keep this short and sweet. Now, I've never really played the Darksiders games. I've got the first one installed on my PS3 because that came with PS Plus years ago. I started playing it. I never got around to kind of playing through it. So unlike the PS Plus one, we got that about under a year of this coming out. This came out in November 2018, so it's nearly 3 years old, this game now. It's an interesting one. They've kind of kept this series alive. I don't know if it's really done that well, really, like sales wise. I don't really know anyone who really enjoys this series. It always seems a bit kind of simple, really. It's just like it's just one of those kind of like action type hack and slash type games. So anyway, if you've never seen one of these videos before, basically I play through the game, I say what I do like and what I don't like, and then I give a final thoughts where I give a thumb score, whether I think it's a good game, and another thumb score, whether I think it's a good offering. So anyway, Darksiders 3, here I come. I'm going to skip the intro just so we can get straight into gameplay and kind of just see what the game is all about and see if it looks good, because I can't remember if it looked any good. So this will be interesting. So let's jump in. Here we go. We are in game now. It kind of, to be honest, it doesn't look like much difference from the PS4 version, and it really should not be much of a difference, really. Yeah, it's just, it is a hack and slash game, however you want to put it. I think it's a hack and slash game. It looks nice. It looks alright. Colours look good. But saying that, considering it's not a great looking game, considering this is only 3 years old. There was great looking games 3 years ago, and this clearly wasn't on the list of best looking games to release in 2018. I think there was some things that I was a bit annoyed about, like why is there no damage to vehicles? Like you've put in the motion that they detected being hit, but why not put damage in them? Really, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It gives the indication that I've smashed the windows, but I definitely haven't smashed any windows whatsoever. So yeah, not a good start off, but you know what, it's controlling fine. Whoa, chill out, sunshine. Boom. How about that? But I'm not seeing any screen tearing. It's playing alright. Yeah, see, it just doesn't look that great, does it? To me personally. Yeah, no, it's like, art style, but you could actually make this game look really, really good. So this kind of like follows on from the original, from what I'm reading, because in the original you're playing Fury, who's one of the Four Horsemen, and you are playing not Fury. What's his name? You play Fury in this one, who's the sister of War and Death. two of the Four Horsemen. Like, I'm not sure if she appears in the previous games at all. Yeah, you damn right you're on a mission. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to play this too much because I've played this and it's just the same content going on. This is the problem when I'm kind of like trying to cover both the PS Plus and Games of Gold. There's always the possibility that there's going to be some sort of crossover at some point where, you know, a game came out on this and a game came out on that. That's the thing. You know, it's been more or less 2 years since this came out on the PS Plus. Like, you know, if you've played 1 and 2 and you've never played 3, then yeah, this is probably a pretty good offering for you, really, to actually get around to playing it. But if you haven't played any of the previous 2, I'm not sure if that makes much of a difference. Like, story-wise, I'm not too sure if there isn't, like, you know, like, does it matter? I'm not too sure. And you know what? And Fury's hair doesn't look good at all. It doesn't look great. It looks very clunky to me personally. Okay, that didn't really work out the way I planned. Because I've probably got to do that. Oh yes, lovely. Oh, seriously? Ah, now I've got to do this ball sack again. Oh, there we go. Heal myself up. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Are you serious? I get all that way just to be knocked off. That's ridiculous. The most tedious bit of platforming. Well, it's not that tedious. It's just very annoying that I'm having to do it all over again. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, seriously? Come on. A bit large, sunshine. Here we go, here we go. Alright, need that. Oh, you seriously? Did I want to do that? No, I did not want to do that. No! Oh, that is ball sack. That is just crap. But yeah, it kind of the platforming is alright. It does what it's supposed to. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, seriously? There we go, taking them out. Achievement unlocked. yeah, it's definitely not on the prettier scale. Like, you know, it looks okay. Like the character models look alright. It's just like the general kind of graphics don't look like the design really looks alright. You know, like her armor looks pretty dope. It does, but like the kind of overall graphics, I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. Like on the wiki page, it says the combat is described as more methodical and straightforward, not focusing on large crowds of enemies like previous games. I don't know. Like, isn't it a bit more fun when you kind of take out like 30, 40 enemies instead of 2? Yes. Oh yes. Oh really? Yeah, but you know what? The performance is looking pretty good. It's performing pretty well, which I'm pretty happy with. I like that. Thank you very, very much. And the HUD's nice and clean. Looks good. Boom. I like that healing shard. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, you know what? It's performing very well. I know it's very early stages, but yeah. And you know what? There's the level design is not bad. It looks. Oh god! I thought it was an enemy for a second. Yeah, I never bothered playing more of the of Darksiders 3. You know, I'm tempted to try maybe play through 1 and 2, but I don't think I want to add it into my backlog of games to play, so I probably will never get around to playing it. But I think they are going to release this on the Switch, I'm pretty sure now. If you're a Switch gamer and you collect, because they're going to be releasing a physical, which I suppose you're going to have all the DLC included. Yes. The voice acting's pretty good. That works pretty well. Well, I guess I got a little bit blurry when I got a bit too close. Oh. It's always weird when the camera angles kind of do that, kind of go through the character. You see him go through the model. See, ridiculous. And now I took a hit. Thank God. I'm not sure what this thing does. It does something. But yeah, I don't get, there's no damage on cars. It just, I'm pretty sure I said this in my previous video about this game, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense really. Why they don't? Surely you must just 2 whacks and the car blows up. Surely that would have been the most easiest thing to do, really, to put in. But the combat's alright, you know, it's very simple. It's just bash X. That is all the combat is really made up of. Just press this button and you will kill the enemies. Really, you know, there's no other real kind of depth to the combat. But you know what to expect. It is basically just a hack and slash. But sometimes hack and slash have like two types of attacks. You know, you got a heavy attack and a light attack, and you can kind of do little combos with both of them. But there's none of that here, so it's a little bit weak in that stand. But yeah, you know, it's an alright looking game, not a great looking game. It's playing alright. That's the thing. It's just like the middle of the road, and there's nothing else really to it, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, here we go. A little crawling section. Oh, yeah, and it's kind of a bit kind of like there's no music playing, there's nothing, there's no like ambient soundtrack kind of like going on in the background. So it just feels a bit like dull, really, to me personally. It just feels a little bit dull, like nothing's really kind of going on that aspect, which for me is a bit of a shame. It would have been nice with just something just to be going on in the background, like audio wise. But yeah, it does. You know, the current gameplay does feel a little bit, you know, repetitive. You know, it doesn't feel like there's going to be. Oh, there's a little bit. You see a little bit of graphical issues with little white blocks appearing. Oh, here you go. I got hit by a loading screen just then. That seemed a bit odd. Oh, there seemed a little bit like a slowdown there. I think it's out of place. Oh, okay. Death from above. Like, there you go. There's damage there. So they did damage to, like, tables and stuff and the computer screens that are there, but they didn't bother add it to the cars. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense one bit. Yeah, they could have done more with the attack, with the kind of just pulling off combos. Would have been a lot more fun in a way. Just adding more kind of dynamic to the combat instead of just bashing X. Yeah, this does look a bit like an early kind of gen game, really, than something that is like a few years into a generation. Is it just me who thinks that? I know that it's the art style, but still, come on, man. Let's get past this and back into the gameplay. Alright, got past him. I can sell the souls. Alright, let's feed him souls. Boom, feed souls. There we go. Thank you very, very much. Let's fast travel. Show me your wares. I'm gonna need something like that. So now I can upgrade myself. I should probably. Let's add some strength into me. There we go. Another achievement. Booyah. Okay. Boom. That's how you do it. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, look. Damage to that, but you're unable to put any physical damage to any motor vehicle. Does that make sense? Doesn't make sense one bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, it's hard to say like anything really bad about this game, but you can't really say like many positive things because it's just middle of the road, really, like in all aspects. And you know, I don't mean to upset people if you're really like into this game, into this series, and you really like this game. It's just, it is what it is. I feel like personally, it's just okay for what it is. I think I caught him wanking. I think that is something that was a bit odd. Who hides around the corner, away from people, if you don't want to be caught wanking. There we go. Up there. See, I've done all this before. And I went a bit further on the PS4 one, but I don't feel like I want to go as far in this video, this game, because you know, I've got other things to be playing, man. I've got other things to be playing. Oh, that's not nice. Here we go. Get this. Oh, bit of. It's not much, but there is enough for it to be a little bit noticeable, a little bit of slowdown. You thought you were going to catch me off guard. I don't think so, sunshine. But yeah, it controls well. Boom. Have that. No, nothing there. Yeah. Boom. Found another little portal. Haven't got enough to do any more upgrades. Oh, here we go. Found some humans. Uninvited guests. Oh. Alright, now I've got to this point, I'm not going to play anymore. I'm going to give my final thoughts. So skip up past this this little sequence, and oh god, that was a little bit of pop-up. He didn't really appear on time. He slowly popped up in that shot. Oh, again. Oh, probably have to check out these. This is probably where a lot of the issues are in some of these cutscenes. which isn't good. Anyway, let's get past this. Alright, yeah, so let's give our final thoughts on Darksiders 3. Now, this is an alright game, but just alright. Graphically, it looks okay, but it doesn't look great. Considering it's a 3-year-old game, it's not a great looking 3-year-old game. There are much better games out in 2018, and I'll tell you which games that came out in 2018 which were much better, because then you'll see that this isn't a great looking game. So what came out in 2018? Now, let's have a look. Monster Hunter World came out, and that looks pretty good. What else would we have? Red Dead Redemption came out in 2018. God of War came out in 2018. What else came out in 2018? Forza Horizon 2. Nier Automata comes as God's Edition. Well, Nier Automata. Haven't played that. Want to get around to playing it. And they're just some of them, really. That they came out, which were really good looking games, and most of that was very, very good games. Now, it's okay graphically, not perfect. There's a little bit of kind of like graphical issues, maybe like some small slow rendering, but I think more of when it comes to kind of, probably, if you want to say it's graphical, it's probably like I've noticed in the cutscenes, just like some of the character models like slowly popping in, really, not kind of appearing when they should on screen. But it's very, very minor. Audio wise, audio is pretty good. All the sound effects are pretty nice. It's a shame that it's a little bit dull when just travelling through a level. There's like no kind of like music at all, which is a little bit dull, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of want a bit more playing instead of this just quietness, because that's what it is. It's just quiet, really. There's nothing else kind of going on. It does feel like it needs some music to be playing there, really, to amp you up, really, because there's nothing really going on, and the controls work pretty well, I have to say. I'm quite happy with it. It's all kind of flows pretty well to me personally. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's terrible. That's noticed the textures for this enemy just were super blurry. Oh, hello, thank you very much. But is that because I didn't see him, or what? Or was that always just going to be the case with that enemy? And one thing I don't like is just the no damage for cars. To me, that's just stupid. You can hit the cars, they can make those sounds, they give the sound of the glass breaking, but the glass doesn't break. You even see some glass like shatter, kind of, in a way. They kind of have that whole little animation kind of when you hear it, you'll see some kind of glass come out, but the glass, the window doesn't smash. So don't get it. It seems a bit lazy. Just do it and have it break in half or whatever. Here we go, boom. Yeah, oh yeah, it's not pretty. Like, gameplay wise, it's okay. It's just quite mediocre, really. Just like a hack and slash platformer type game with some kind of role-playing elements, really, of upgrading your character, collect this, collect that, do this mission, do that mission, but it's just not it's just not an excellent game. The nicest thing is Fury's armor. Fury's armor design looks great. The character designs are pretty good, really, but the overall graphics aren't good. Fury's hair looks rather blocky in a way. It just feels like it doesn't look like hair, really. It looks like it's all kind of like stuck in clumps. This is a bit weird. Like, why do we need these little loading screens? Really, why couldn't they just handle it? I'm not sure if it was like that on the PS4 version. It probably was, but yeah, a little bit annoying that it just kind of stops and loads up that area. Really, it just feels like, oh, something going on. But yeah, not too great in certain parts. It's just meh to me personally. That's how I see it. The combat is very same. You're just pressing one button to make attacks. That's all you're doing. It's just pressing that one button, going attack. So yeah, it's very samey. Enemies look okay. It's all different types of enemies, but they're just gonna kind of rinse and repeat. Really, there's gonna be the basic enemy of those little, whatever you want to call them, gargoyles, ogres, or whatever they are. I'm not sure. I'm fighting some crab kind of type creatures at the moment, but yeah, it's just an okayish game that somehow this series keeps on getting sequels and spin-offs and stuff like that. I'm just so surprised that I didn't really expect it. It looked like the textures for that enemy slowly rendered. But yeah, the best thing about this is the controls. Really, it controls pretty half decently. It's not a terrible game. There's nothing too much wrong with it. I've noticed a little bit of slowdown in some parts, but it's very, very minimal. Isn't a lot. But let's look at its Metacritic score. It scored a 69 on Metacritic. And it's got a user score of 7.1, so it's got a slightly above okay score. Nothing too great, nothing too terrible. It's just like it's okay, but I think there's a lot more better games to be spending your time playing than Darksiders 3, because it's just okay. Really, you're not gonna be like, oh, I've got to play Darksiders 3. This game's amazing. You're just gonna breeze through it. I'm not sure how long it is. It's probably a good at least minimum 20 hours. I don't see it being like a really long game, and hopefully it really isn't a long game. And here's another loading screen. Really, that was much quicker, but yeah, it's like, seems a bit odd. They're just kind of like chucking them in there, going, all right, let's quickly put this in to load up this little area. Oh damn! Have that sunshine. But yeah, so anyway, let me give my scores. So I'm going to give a game score. I'm going to give it a thumb in the middle. Really, it's just bang average. Nothing too great. It's just there. It's not a terrible game, but it's not a great game. It's just an alright game. You know, it's solid enough that you can probably play through it if you want to, and probably get some sort of enjoyment out of it. As an offering score, I feel like I'm going to give it a quarter of a thumb. Don't feel like this was technically a great offering. You know, it is a 3-year-old game, so you're like, oh, and this is probably, you know, one of the kind of like we don't usually get many games like this, like a proper game. Usually been getting something smaller or older, really. So this is quite technically like a big property to get on Games of Gold. We don't really get that many, really, unless it's directly from Microsoft. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with a quarter of a thumb up for that. I don't feel like there's much. I feel like they could have done better. Really, of course, I feel like they could have done better. You know, it doesn't help that I've already played this, and that's probably why my offering score is probably a little bit biased. But I feel like they could have. I would have rather than given us something else than this game. Really, I don't know if they've ever given us any of the previous ones on Games of Gold. I'm not too sure. Oh, hello. I'll take you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not sure if they've ever offered us any of the others, so you know, it's a bit of a shame when you they give you a third one in a series. You're like, oh, but I've never played 1 and 2. Oh, you know, it's always nice when they kind of do it. It's like, all right, we'll give you the first one, and then 2 months later they give you the second one, and another 2-3 months later they give you the next one. You're like, oh, that's cool. Now I've kind of able to play through the whole series. So I'm not too sure if they've ever given us it. So it'd be interesting to know if anyone else could tell me. But yeah, that's it. Darksiders 3, game score, thumb in the middle, offering score, quarter of a thumb up. Yeah, so let's end this video here. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, that would be excelente. We've got one more game for the first half of August's freebies. So until then, until this probably loads back up this area, it's getting quite annoying with all these little mini loading sections, really. I bet if I played more, this would be occurring a lot more. And there's quite a bit of, oh wow, you know what, I'm going to change my game score just because of that. It's bugging the hell out of me, really. I'm going to give a quarter of a thumb up because of these stupid, all these little loading screens, and I'm just noticing more little pop-up happen because of this loading thing. Really, I think that's going to be a real turn off, really, for me anyway. So you know what, screw it, I'm going to change it a quarter of a thumb up for the game score and a quarter of a thumb up for the offering score. Really, I might be a bit of a bastard for doing that, but oh well, who cares? It's not like anyone's going to watch us and take note. So anyway, we've done that. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, look after yourselves. Take care. Goodbye.